Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, in with the first installment of Tales of a Madam. These series will depict the life and the events involving the life of certain high-profile or well-known madams in history. Okay, so our first installment will be about the life and times of the beautiful Miss Nellie Jackson. Now, let me get into the story of Miss Nellie Jackson real quick so that you guys can get to know her as I have. Okay. Miss Nellie Jackson was born August the 3rd, 1902 in Possum Corner, Wilkinson, Mississippi, to Father Jim Jackson and Mother Inez Jones, both aged 32 at the time. She married on April the 27th, 1918 to Mr. Wiley Barnes, and from that union were two children born, one Elizabeth Barnes and a son, Jack Barnes. Nellie divorced shortly after getting married and became an entrepreneur. At the time, the neighborhood on the riverfront known as Under the Hill that is Under the Hill was infamous as the red light district, filled with brothels, saloons, and violence. And it is right there that Nellie Jackson opened her first bordello. Now, after a few successful years of booming business, right, she moved up to the Bluff. The center of the town had shifted, and Nellie moved to a white house at 416 North Rankin Street, where she would do business for the remainder of her life. Now, Miss Jackson made quite a bit of money from her business. She charged her workers $10 a day to stay in the brothel, $1 for towels, and she expected half of their earnings. She employed women of all nationalities and sold t-shirts that read, "Follow me to Nellie's." And these t-shirts, this is a replica of what the old t-shirts look like. And here is a copy of what the t-shirts look like today, commemorating the bordello. Okay. And the thing that was so amazing about Nellie Jackson and these t-shirts, almost everybody in town wanted one. And even Miss Jackson's fame reached far and beyond Natchez, Mississippi. People would ask if someone came up to them and they heard that they were from Natchez. Everybody always referenced, were you aware or know of Nellie's place? So she became very popular in her local, and as far as Europe, people were aware of Nellie's. Okay. Miss Jackson made quite a bit of money from her businesses, as I stated. She's a very stern businesswoman, charging $10 per day for any of the women that wanted to stay in the brothel, $1 for towels, and of course, as I stated, she wanted half of their earnings. And she employed women of all nationalities, okay? Now, Miss Jackson's accountant said she ran a boarding house for young women, but said what happened behind those closed doors was no matter for her. So she kept it strictly professional. Nellie Jackson was smart. Yes, she was. She was a very smart woman. She made sure that she kept the doors open by making the right community connections. Every Christmas, the mayor and the sheriff received a personal delivery of Jack Daniel and a chocolate cake. It was rumored that Nellie kept the black book as well of all officials on her side and high-powered customers as well, just in case. She was never shut down. She was a high-powered businesswoman running an illegal business only 7 blocks away from City Hall. She gave thousands to the Catholic Church. She built a children's home, and she ensured that no one ever went hungry. She was very protective of the black community, posting bond for protesters, giving shelter to victims of racial violence when the white supremacists burned down their homes. And in the mid-1960s, violence was at its peak in Natchez and throughout the South. The KKK was on a war path of inciting fear into the black community. Now, the FBI found an ally in Miss Nellie when they came to investigate Klan activity after the 1964 Mississippi burning murders. See, the Klansmen would pillow talk with the women that lived and worked inside of Nellie's. When they came there as patrons, they pillow talked with these women. The women would then tell Nellie, and she would call the FBI for a meeting. They came through the back door to meet her in her bedroom, and she would tell the agents everything over a cold beer. Had she ever been found out, she would definitely been killed, but that never happened, and no one ever wondered who did. How did it all start? How did she become an informant for the FBI? There are ideas out there how she became. But anyway, Nellie continued to run her brothel. However, in 1990, Miss Nellie Jackson, at the age of 87, was still running Nellie's. But it was coming to an end because on January 5th, a customer went to Nellie's one night, got angry that he was refused a date because he was said to be intoxicated. The man left and returned with gasoline. He was said to have poured gasoline on the front porch. He entered the brothel and poured gasoline on Miss Nellie, and in the process poured gasoline also upon himself. When he lit the fire at Nellie's, it blew the man across the street. Both the man and Miss Jackson died from injuries when he caused the explosion. With them, Nellie's died as well. But the memories and the stories of Miss Nellie Jackson are etched in history of Natchez forever. She is a legend there. There are currently projects underway right now. Efforts are being made to restore this home, to be able to tell the story of her life and her work. Nellie Jackson, forever and always, the Mississippi Madam. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Please share it out with your friends. And in closing, as always, remember, you do not have to be great to get started, but you must get started in order to be great. And it is the depth of your struggle that will determine the ultimate height of your success. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I will plan on doing the same. And until the next time, be safe, everybody.